Remarkable author and pastor T.D. Jakes has been charged with embezzlement and misappropriation of finances from the Potter's House, the megachurch he has presided over for more than 40 years, leading to a dramatic development. His arrest by local authorities. An anonymous whistleblower revealed questionable accounting practices and the movement of substantial amounts from the church's funds to personal accounts under the ownership of Jake and his family, which sparked an investigation into Jake's financial actions months ago. Jake was charged with theft, fraud, and breach of fiduciary duty, and a warrant for his arrest was issued after considerable forensic auditing and evidence gathering. According to the criminal complaint, Jakes routinely embezzled millions of dollars from the Potter's House for personal gain, rather than putting the money toward the organization's intended uses of outreach, ministry, and charitable endeavors. The complaint further claims that Jakes maintained an extravagant lifestyle by buying numerous expensive mansions, exotic cars, expensive trips, and other extravagances using the money that was misdirected. Investigators claim to have uncovered a sophisticated web of shell corporations, foreign bank accounts, and cryptic financial transactions, all of which were used to mask Jake's illegal undertakings. According to the complaint, Jakes also threatened to retaliate against anyone who tried to reveal the wrongdoing, pressuring church staff and board members to take part in the cover-up.
You can think whatever you want to think, I don't care. I came to do my job.
According to sources, T.D. Jakes is suspected of misappropriating large sums of church funds into his personal accounts or businesses that he controls. These donations, which were supposed to support religious and charitable endeavors at the church, were allegedly diverted for Jake's personal gain. In addition, Jakes is charged with opening numerous domestic and foreign bank accounts and carrying out a large number of transactions, which makes it more difficult to track down the money. According to reports, part of the embezzled funds was allegedly utilized to buy opulent vacations, pricey cars, and real estate. These assets could be sold or put up as collateral for a loan in the future, hiding the money's true source even more. Jake is accused of using fictitious entities to carry out bank transactions. These companies, which didn't carry out regular business operations, were mainly used to hide the transfer of illicit funds. Additionally, it is claimed that Jakes moved some of the money to offshore accounts in nations with lax financial laws, making it more difficult for investigators to find and retrieve the money. Furthermore, it has been reported that Jakes used intricate financial techniques like trust funds and sophisticated investment instruments to conceal the money's illegal sources. The purported plan entailed manipulating accounting records and fabricating financial reports in order to deceive auditors and churchgoers over the organization's actual financial standing. Reports that Jake stole money intended for the church's outreach and humanitarian projects and used it for his own benefit have caused a great deal of indignation. As the investigation continues, concerns about how such egregious misbehavior could continue unabated at one of the biggest megachurches in America come to light. This controversy is probably going to have long-term effects on Jake's life, as well as the larger prosperity gospel movement that has made him a well-known figure. It is anticipated that the general public and congregation would ask questions about financial accountability, openness, and the guardianship of holy trust.
Yes, it could happen if everything was true. All I got to do is repent sincerely from my heart.
At an urgently arranged press conference, the chief of the investigating task group expressed shock at the scale and boldness of Jake's alleged misbehavior. Here is a man who has long preached the principles of integrity, generosity, and stewardship. Yet he was surreptitiously embezzling from his own church to gratify his avarice. This is a shocking betrayal of trust. Jakes, who has yet to submit a plea, was removed from his opulent house in a quiet Dallas neighborhood and is currently held in county prison awaiting a bail hearing. His legal team has slammed the charges, calling them as a witch hunt and an attack on religious freedom, promising a forceful defense. Nonetheless, the evidence against Jakes is solid, and many within the Christian community are urging his removal from ministry and that he faced the full repercussions of his conduct. Sources claim that authorities are investigating Jakes for allegedly misappropriating church finances to support an affluent lifestyle, which includes luxury cars, designer clothes, and lavish vacations. Initially, Jakes rejected the claims but ultimately confessed in court, overwhelmed by the evidence. He expressed deep regret for his actions and admitted to breaking the confidence of his congregation. According to rumors, Jakes might spend up to 10 years in jail for his offenses. The judge plays a critical role in balancing these factors to determine an appropriate punishment. Several factors are considered when deciding on a sentence, including the seriousness of the offense, the defendant's criminal history, the impact on victims and the community, and the potential for rehabilitation. The evidence, the degree of the misappropriation, and the possible harm to the church and its members were all carefully considered by the court in Bishop Jakes' case. Renowned religious figure Bishop T.D. Jakes has amassed a sizable following thanks to his stirring sermons and motivational teachings. His ministry has had a significant impact on a great number of individuals, both inside and outside his church. In addition, he has gained recognition as a lecturer and author who promotes spiritual health, personal development, and communal empowerment. The controversy has rocked the religious community, leaving many of his devotees sad and perplexed, while others are enraged and demoralized. Prayers are being offered by others for Jake and his family during this trying time. Many people are in shock at the demise of such a well-liked and powerful person. If everything turned out to be true, the worst thing I could do would be to truly repent. The blood has sufficient power to atone for all manner of transgressions. Whatever the problem, the blood would solve it. However, I don't need to feel bad about this. Jake's supporters are optimistic that he will find forgiveness and redemption from the public and his church despite the current unrest. The once respected pastor will have plenty of time to think back on his deeds while incarcerated. For people in positions of authority and influence, this incident serves as a sobering reminder that everyone is subject to the law, including well-known individuals like T.D. Jakes. Supporters contend that the penalty deters future embezzlement within religious institutions and is appropriate considering the seriousness of the offense. Critics argue that, given Bishop Jakes' services to society and his possibility for rehabilitation, the punishment is excessively harsh. The argument over the sentence emphasizes how important it is for the judicial system to strike a balance between atonement and atonement. Experts are offering their opinions on the incident and any possible consequences, such as how it may affect the religious community and the wider spiritual scene. Media experts advise T.D. Jakes and his group to deal with the matter openly and quickly in order to save their reputation and keep the faith of their supporters. The pursuit of justice will continue, and the outcome will greatly affect Jake's future. The coming days and weeks will be key in shaping the conclusion of this situation, with the public and Jake's ardent fans eagerly seeking answers and honesty. If Jakes is convicted and imprisoned, it will have profound implications for his adherents and the wider Christian community, leaving many feeling betrayed and disillusioned by the breach of trust from a respected spiritual leader. This episode brings to light the responsibilities of religious leaders and the critical importance of financial transparency within religious organizations, while also highlighting the distinction between an individual's actions and the integrity of the faith they represent.
Would y'all please do me a favor and stop worrying about me and give God some praise?
Bishop Jakes' case has important ramifications for the legal system, since it raises questions regarding the treatment of well-known people and the possible influence of their status on the results of trials. It emphasizes the necessity of treating everyone equally before the law, regardless of reputation. This case is a reminder that justice needs to be unbiased and based on making people accountable for their deeds. Jakes' belief highlights the need for strict financial controls and moral principles, as well as the significance of accountability and openness in financial operations inside religious institutions. Jakes has the opportunity for pardon and atonement after his conviction, but doing so will need him to admit his wrongdoings and pursue personal change while he is incarcerated. The religious community needs to put precautions in place to avoid problems in the future while also working to mend and regain confidence. The discussion of religious accountability and leadership responsibilities has been spurred by the speculations of a possible jail term. It is imperative that we take what we can from this case going forward and concentrate on building trust again, encouraging integrity, and safeguarding the religious community. Previously, T.D. Jakes' organization announced a $1 billion collaboration with Wells Fargo to create mixed-use communities, sparking questions about possible personal gain or money laundering. Jakes has also been accused of taking use of the church for his own gain. An Australian charity has initiated an investigation into Hillsong for alleged money laundering and fraud, including claims of exorbitant spending and misuse of funds. These concerns cast doubt on whether Jakes and other people's exploitation of their positions for personal gain, drawing attention to the $1 billion investment. Anyways, we hope you like seeing this film, and we do wish that we all continue in attempting to serve God.